The execution of Dayton's Christmas killer.
Marvallous Keene was put to death this morning 17 years after he killed 5 people during a 1992 murder spree.
Sonu WASU has the story from Lucasville, Ohio.
Marvallous Keene took his last breath at 10:36 this morning with no family members, only his 2 defense attorneys there to witness the execution. Now, media witnesses tell us he appeared expressionless and silent. In fact, when asked if he had any final words, we're told Keene said, quote, "I have no words."
The execution of Marvallous Keene has been carried out. The time of death was 10:36 a.m.
And unlike some other executions I've seen, it seemed to happen he seemed to be silent very quickly. He was pretty much completely stoic, looking up at the ceiling, didn't really look left or right or make any visible motions.
Marvallous Keene stayed calm in his final hours. He declined to pray with a reverend on standby and made only one phone call to his stepfather in Dayton. They spoke for 2.5 hours. Keene spent the rest of his last night talking to his attorneys. He asked for a pill to relax his nerves, and he was quiet.
He spent the evening basically watching television. In the late afternoon hours, he did write what appeared to be a letter. We don't know to whom that was.
But staff say he was also restless, pacing in his cell, standing on the bed. In the early morning hours, he ate some fruit, he showered, and asked to speak to his attorneys again before it was time to head into the death house. After 16 years in prison, the time had come. Witnesses say staff inserted 2 IVs into Keene's arms, and he still appeared calm.
He took one deep breath as he was being strapped down, continued to kind of purse his lips throughout.
Only one time did I see him. He lifted his head at one point a little bit and kind of looked to his left, but he didn't appear to look at any of the victim witnesses or his attorneys for that matter.
The state administered 3 drugs through the IV. One put him in a deep sleep, another stopped his breathing, the third stopped his heart. It was the moment of justice for 7 victim representatives who came all the way to Lucasville to watch as the state of Ohio carries out its 29th execution since 1999.
It can't be an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth justice. Otherwise, as the saying goes, we'd all be blind and toothless.
Prison officials say Keene handed an envelope filled with personal papers to his attorneys and requested that the rest of his personal property be destroyed. His body will be transported to the House of Wheat Funeral Home in Dayton as per Keene's request. Reporting from the state prison in Lucasville, Sonu WASU, 2 News, on your side.